Star Wars Squadrons is right now free on the Epic Games Store, and the game is very easy to run. So I'm gonna use Motion Pro High at 120 Hertz, no drops. The game is running and looking very good. So the HDR slider is in percentage from 0 to 100%. So when you increase that to 100%, that is 10,000 nits. So what I am doing here, and you see sometimes tone mapping off is brighter, sometimes on is brighter. Overall, dynamic tone mapping on is giving you a better HDR effect. But if you are looking for full screen brightness, sometimes off is looking brighter. But I'm liking on better for the HDR effect, and it is bright enough. So what you can do is max out the in-game slider, and then come here to select mode 1113 111, and then use mastering peak 10,000, max CLL 10,000. So the reason why we are doing this is because we don't want double tone mapping. So the in-game slider, if you set that to any value that is not 100%, the game is doing tone mapping. So if then you go and do tone mapping on the TV too, you're doing double tone mapping, and that's not ideal based on people that know more than me that I've listened to. So you don't want double tone mapping. So the in-game slider 100%, then you do this 10,000, 10,000. Or if you don't want to use black film insertion, then the best option is HGIG, and then you set the in-game slider to 8%. So with the in-game slider set to 8%, this is what you're gonna get. I took a screenshot here. You get 797 max CLL. So I took a screenshot, open it with the HDR WCG image viewer app, and you get this. And the game looks fantastic. There is no black level race. So it is a good HDR, and it looks fantastic. And the game runs very easily at 120 Hertz. So if you have a C1, I would strongly suggest you to give OLED Motion Pro a try. If you've never tried this, this is amazing. OLED Motion Pro High, okay? So I want to give you an update. You remember I did a video, So you remember I did a video about 3D. Can you get 3D working on the LG C1? And most people told me, no, that's impossible. It is not impossible. Actually, somebody reached out to me with a prototype, and it is a device. So it's basically a glass. So some glasses that have, electronics inside, and there is a device that you have to put on the TV to synchronize the TV with the glasses, and also you have to drop an SDK. You have to drop a file on the game, and of course you would need access to the source code. So the developers need to work with this company to make the games work specifically. But right now you can get any movie. You see, you can watch 3D movies on your LG C1 right now with that device, and it will be awesome. And so we communicated. I'm waiting to hear back from this person because he wanted to send me a prototype so I can try it and show you what it is and how it looks and share my thoughts with you. And the reason why I'm talking about that with this Star Wars Squadrons is because the game supports VR. So, I remember, okay, the game supports VR, and I remember that a 3D video that I made. So it is possible to get 3D working on your LG C1. So basically, you can get a VR headset, but then you are just using the VR headset screen, okay? And that's also expensive. But if you have an LG C1 already and you want to enjoy the quality of the display you have, then this is a very cool option, because it's just a glass. So some glasses with electronics, you look at the screen and you get those 3D effect. And actually, it was more than 3D. I forgot the terminology, but it was 3D plus. Like, it has more more qualities to it. It is beyond the quality of just a simple 3D. So I'm really excited to try that out and show you what it can do for gaming. So he has some examples of 3D graphics, but it's not something we're going to be able to drop in Call of Duty and play. But it is technically possible. The only thing we need, it would be support from the developers, but technically it is 100% possible. So you have a device that is looking at the screen, and so you basically, in one corner of the screen, you just have to clip that device, and then that device sends information to the glasses to synchronize the refresh rate, and the glasses, you have to one per eye, I don't know if that. So that's synchronization, and then you need the SDK, the software, to drop that on the game folder. So everything is working together. And especially, he emphasized that black frame insertion, this OLED Motion Pro, is a must. It's a must to use that, and it's absolutely amazing when you can use 120 OLED Motion Pro high. It looks fantastic, and he has a C1. So yeah, I'm excited to try that. But yeah, if you just want to play this game, there's no black level race on HDR. The game looks fantastic. Just use HGIG 8%, that HDR slider, and there you go. There's no black level race. I tested that. I haven't played the game a lot, but it looks fantastic. There's no black level race. And yeah, and if you want a brighter picture to use the Motion Pro, try the SDR HDR trick that I share with you, or try one of these options with tone mapping off. Okay, well, let me know if you have any questions. I have a lot more videos coming about the future of gaming displays and all of that, but I want to mix it up. I want to mix it up because that content is a little bit heavy, and people care more. More people care about the games and stuff, and I want people to find my channel so they learn all this stuff. HDR, the motion clarity, the settings, and also I have plans to do a video using all this Blur Busters law information that we know to set the games with the best compromise between the picture quality and the motion clarity. Okay, because now when you lower the resolution of the game, then when you move, so all those considerations, I will do a separate video about that. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions.